Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. Welcome to another installment of Dr. C's Corner, or whatever you like to call it. Just messaging to let you know that we here at Southern New Hampshire University, we really care and we know what you're going through. And what really makes our engine work is our compassion. Compassion drives content, compassion drives learning. All right. And so this is just my little effort to reach out to you to let you know that we have your back and we know what you're going through. You know, most of your faculty, if not all of your great faculty, have been in your shoes and maybe even vice versa, but we know what it's like to manage a lot of things going on at the same time, and it's exacerbated, right, by this pandemic and all the other issues that have been occurring. It's hard to turn on the news to find something that is relatively good or enlightening, or encouraging. It's tough, so be very careful of what you see, what you read, what you watch. Make sure you unplug and give your mind a break. Give your mind a break from the dopamine injections that when you look at a screen, you get. You need to detox every once in a while so you can, again, find your focus. I've come to those times in the day, sometimes during the week, where I'm just stuck. I feel like I'm just stuck in the water. I don't know what I should do next. My priorities, my list just seems to be too daunting. And I can just say, I retreat, right? I sit there and I go, I become inert. Does that ever happen to you? I'm sure it might have. If it doesn't, hey, good for you. But for the busy, intelligent, curious out there, the productive, you want to get things done, but sometimes you can be overwhelmed. So how do you find that focus? Now, how do you not beat yourself up over it either? Like, I can't get anything done, I'm procrastinating. And just sidebar, no, procrastination, we're hardwired for that as part of our survival. If I haven't talked about that, we'll talk about that another time. Okay, and take a look at some of the past Dr. C's Corner videos. Subscribe to my channel and stay in touch. I have your back. But getting back to finding your focus, what does that really mean? Well, one of the great books I love to read, I love books that are uplifting. I love books that give me a sense of direction. How do I get out of the mud that I'm in? This is a really good one. Let me hold this up for you, if I can do it right. 18 Minutes by Peter Bregman. Find your focus, master distraction, and get the right things done. Sounds good, huh? But it does take practice. So just very briefly, let me read out of this one particular chapter, which is entitled, What Do You Do When You Don't Know What to Do? Boy, that hit me like a frying pan. Choosing your next move at the intersection of the four elements. So what do you need to do? First of all, leverage your strengths. Over the course of time, how long you've been in school, I failed courses, I have handed in papers that came back with more red ink. I thought somebody spilled a paint can on there. But I didn't use that as a total, that doesn't capture everything who I am. I know I'm good at some things and I'm good at others. I'm great at some things and mediocre at some others, but I have to know. I think the hallmark of growing up and maturing and finding out that you have some element of wisdom is realizing you don't have to be great at everything. You don't even have to be good at anything, but you are things that you are good at and you work with those. So leverage those strengths. Write them down. What are you great at? Because I know during the course of time, I've had, the wind taken out of my sails when I failed a class or didn't do well or was admonished for, say, substandard work in a course that I wasn't all that interested in or whatever, right? Didn't capture my attention all that well, wasn't excited. I had too many distractions, whatever the reason was, but I didn't let it get me down. It wasn't really who I was in total as a student, as a learner. So leverage your strengths. What are they? Find them. Make sure you know what they are and live with them and be happy that you have them, and you all have them. Okay? Embrace your weaknesses. Heck, when it comes to balancing a checkbook, boy, that can take a lot of juice out of me. I can tell you that. I was never really good in math. I really appreciate it. I admire it. My dad was a mathematician by trade. You could never understand why I couldn't do it. Or I did it, but it took a lot of struggle and a lot of time. But that's not who I was. I was not interested in becoming a mathematician. I understand the value of it, but that wasn't for me, so I got it, worked around it. But there were other things I was really good at, and I worked on those and built on those, right? Assert your differences. It's okay to be unique. You don't have to run with the pack. We are individuals, and as individuals thrust into a collective, we have something to contribute, but you are different, and that's great. Life would be so boring if we're all the same. Holy mackerel, right? All thought the same way? No. We're human beings. We've been given a gift. It's called reason, thought, critical thinking, compassion. Put all those together, along with some discipline, and you will be remarkably successful. The last one I'll leave you with is pursue your passions. Make sure you do things that you really, really enjoy. It doesn't matter what it is. It's yours. For me, it's music, it's baseball, things like that. I love to write, acting, People say, what? You do what? Yeah, those are things that are completely outside the box of my normal day-to-day stuff that I have to do to take care of my, quote, job. But the most important part of your job life is you. So make sure you pursue your passions, develop those things, let your light shine. Okay? You're not to be defined by one particular effort or another. You're not to be defined by your job title. You're to be defined as who you are as a person and by your passions that you bring to the table that everyone needs to see. It's okay to share those. In fact, it's better than okay to share your passions with other people. That's how people grow. That's how they learn. That's how we become more cohesive as a society, as a communal group, as a bunch of problem solvers, compassionate people that have been charged with doing the right thing day in and day out. And that's the definition of character, isn't it? Doing the right thing when no one is looking. Keep up the good work. Stay in touch with me. This is Dr. Jeff Zarnick, Dean of the Criminal Justice Program in the Department of Social Sciences, Southern New Hampshire University Global. Wishing you a great week. You know how to get a hold of me. Be more than happy to help. Touch with you, call, whatever it takes. We have your back. Have a great day.